Alright guys, Rox here. It's going to be a very lightly edited video. I'm going out to the towers today. Unfortunately, one of the guys we rode with died yesterday in a motorcycle accident, so everybody has a lot of mixed feelings about it, and there's a lot of conflicting stories, so we don't know exactly what happened, but we know who it was. That by itself is enough, A lot of people are really depressed about it. Yeah, I'm kind of sad. I only met the guy a couple times, but he was still a cool dude. He was a good dude. Either way, I want to go out there, show support for people that are struggling or whatever. I know what it's like to lose family members or loved ones. So that being said, we'll just get straight into the video. I should also note, there was actually 2 other wrecks and a wreck this morning too, so that's like 4 in a 24-hour period. It's crazy. We saw the dude on Sunday. A lot of the faster guys with the 1000cc bikes were all riding, and we saw him, and he was doing good. He was happy. He's doing what he loves. And he died doing what he loved. Unfortunately, he was really young. That's crazy. That's what makes the situation just absurd. It's just hard to even imagine. Kind of hard to even think about, to be honest. Alright guys, there we go. So, this is the first video I've made using the Insta360 One R twin. Basically it comes with a 360 camera and a 4K front-facing camera like a GoPro would be. Anyways, that being said, it's really hard to edit. The reason why I haven't had a video out recently is literally that. I'm still learning how to edit it. There's a lot of cool features though. I could really edit anything, make it into a little tiny world like this, which is really cool. As it turns out, it's actually really easy to edit using the phone, but it's a lot harder using the desktop app. So it just takes longer. You have to use a lot of, I think they're called keynotes or something. So all of this I edited on the desktop. I can do it a lot faster on the phone because it's a lot more interactive and easy to do. I can actually use the phone's direction that I'm facing to face the camera that direction. Whereas if I wanted to do it with a keynote, I would actually have to turn it the direction I want, click a keynote, and then turn the camera where I want, and then press play, wait a little bit, do another keynote to go back to where it was, which is what just happened here. I think this is going to add a lot to the videos that I'm making. I need to get one more just to have in the front. But guys, this is an awesome camera. It's so good, and it's very smooth. Whatever image stabilization they use, it's beautiful. I don't want to make this a video about the Insta360, but seriously, if y'all are looking for an action camera, trust me on this. It's way better than the GoPro in my opinion. A little bit harder to edit because it's 360 footage, but the way the image is stabilized, it's just so good. So that being said, here we go. We are riding away. This video is going to be a bit long. It's going to be, about 20 minutes. I know I haven't put out anything in a while, so it's been a while. But definitely, trust me, I'm still here. I've been doing a lot of work. I took my exam, and, I'll know the results of that in probably about 2 to 3 months. So that'll be cool. I should be EKG certified soon. Other than that, I'm still riding. I guess let's quickly go over what I've done on my bike. So I finally got my license plates, and the license plate's done, so I don't have that weird scorpion tail thing on the end of it. And I didn't use a tail tidy. I literally just took some GoPro mount stickies and a couple of zip ties and stuck it on the bottom of the bike. And it doesn't look perfect, but it's a whole hell of a lot better than what they originally had. What else did we do? I put LEDs on it. Unfortunately, when I installed the exhaust and whenever I lowered the bike, I had to take off the lights like multiple times, and now the stickies don't stick, so I burnt a couple of the wires, so I'm gonna have to buy some new ones. That being said, we got ECU flash, got a race filter, we got new tires front and back. They're Metzeler M7s RR. Trust me, they just feel so much better. The Bridgestones just, I got a hole in it immediately, and like they just don't have a lot of tread. They're okay tires, but they slide. Like if you get a little bit too far down, they start sliding. So I didn't really like that so much. I bought a T-Rex Racing lowering link and adjustable kickstand and lowered the bike about 2 inches. Now, not everybody likes that, and I understand that, but for me, I'm not a very tall person, and it was a night and day difference for me. It's like, if you grab a lot of throttle, like if you're roll racing or whatever, or if you just need to get around somebody, you know, the bike has a tendency to come up front end wise because it has so much horsepower, especially after the tune. There's restrictor plates inside the airbox. Took those off, got a race filter in, got a full exhaust in. It's a Yoshimura. When I did all those things, it opened up the bike like it's alive now. And I can tell you right now, there ain't anything better for me. There's plenty of other bikes I've been looking at, like the newer Fireblade. Maybe I'll trade into that one day, but for now, I really love this bike. And it's, you know, the electronics, like it controls everything. It's so nice. One thing I'll say about this camera that I don't like, and maybe I should say for all cameras, you know, GoPro, Insta360, it doesn't matter. I wish there was an option to just turn sound completely off. Like, instead of recording sound directly into it, I want an ability to turn the microphone off, because right now, as you can hear, all you hear is wind. And unfortunately, there's not a way for me to deal with it right now. I don't have, well, any type of material to block the wind, and I'm not even sure, to be honest, where the microphone is on it. You know, I'm looking at it right here, and it might be either right on the top or in the front. Oh, I think it's in the front. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's in the front, to be honest. And on the side. Yeah, so there's like 3 points, and I basically think that it's just not even worth. Like, if there was a way to turn off the sound completely and then just record external audio, I have a tool for that. It's actually exactly that. It's an external audio recorder. And what I would do is I'd put in the tail end of my, well, you see right here, like, where the GoPro sticky is, that's actually like a little trunk section. I could put it in there and then put some type of foam or something so it doesn't move or rattle, and it'll pick up all the exhaust sound and the bike sound and sound around me without picking up all the wind. Now, it still might pick up a little bit of rattling from the seat cowl, because they're just not, I don't know why. No bike manufacturer has figured out how to make it snug so it doesn't move while you're riding. But we have ways around that. Like, I'm gonna use some work rags that I have and put them in there. As a matter of fact, the Bluetooth controller for my lights is in there. So what do y'all think of the footage though? I think the camera quality is a lot better. I can zoom in and out. Like, unfortunately, I only have one angle here. I'm using this off a GoPro sticky mount, but there's also somewhere around here. I have a GoPro suction cup, or suction cup. Basically, it's like a very durable suction cup, like maybe even fucking industrial. Like, you just stick it on your fairing and then lock it, and it doesn't come off, and it's rated for over 150 miles per hour, which, you know, any 1000cc is pretty much easily able to get there. I think the 360 footage is pretty great though. So far from what I've used of it, I just absolutely love it. And I'm definitely thinking getting a second one might not be a bad idea. I'll put it on the front, or I'll put it on my helmet and not use it as 360, just use it as a, well, just a regular, like a regular GoPro or whatever, you know. I can use the 4K, that way you get both angles. You can have what's going on 360, but also have like my dash and what's in front of me. Right now, you just have like the back view of me and then what's on the sides and behind me. You know, just because of where it's stuck at. But I can also get like shifter and front brake, or the clutch lever, or the throttle, you know, depending on where I put the suction cup mount. It's just really cool. I'm really pleased with Insta360. They just made a great product. And the cool thing is, it's like a Lego almost. You can like take it apart. You can take the battery pack off on the bottom and then pull the camera from the unit itself and swap on like a regular camera. Now, I know I was speaking about this earlier, but like you can go from like a 360 camera to a regular camera and then stick it on the front of your helmet or whatever, however you do it. Because that's how I do it. So I'm definitely thinking in the future I'll probably get a second. And now to get to the like slightly depressing topic. So as I stated in the very beginning, a guy that we were riding with on Sunday passed away. Yeah, he was in a motorcycle accident and someone jumped in front of him or something. I didn't get the exact info, but basically an SUV jumped in front of him and, well, it killed him. He was really young. He was in his 20s. He may have even been just 20. Like, he was super young. So this may go without saying, but if you're going to be on a motorcycle, be extremely careful, especially on congested roads, because that's where it happened. It was a very congested road. Now, I heard plenty of stupid reports of people saying like he was speeding or he was doing a 100-mile-per-hour wheelie. And I don't believe that to be true. It's really unfortunate. He was so young, and his best friend died literally a month before. I mean, literally a month before. Like 11/11/2020. And he died on 12/12/2020. Just... It left a very disgusting, like, taste in everybody's mouth. Like, I didn't know him that well, but I had met him, and he was an acquaintance, and I considered him a friend, even though, like, we didn't know each other very well. And I thought he was cool. You know, he always said hi to me. It's crazy. He was literally just here. We saw him on Sunday. He was happy, doing what he loved. You know, he showed up on this black BMW, and I had never seen his, or maybe I just never paid attention, but he had put these, like, silver fairings on it, and dude, his bike looks so amazing. It was the coolest bike I'd ever seen. I really regret that I never got to meet him earlier. He seemed like a really cool guy. And I know a lot of my friends are struggling. They were very sad and upset yesterday. We're going to be doing a benefit for him next Sunday. It's just crazy how things just lined up. This whole year sucks. You know, there was 4 accidents in a 24-hour period. They all were in the hospital or dead. So it just blows my mind. Like, how does this happen? You know, and all my friends were like, we would trade places with them, you know, in a second. And a lot of them don't even believe it's real. Like, I don't even believe it's real. Like, it was like a week ago and he was perfectly fine and happy. He was the most happy he'd ever been. It looked like it to me. And he had so much going for him. And undisputedly, like, if this guy would have been a track rider, you know, within a couple of years, he would be one of the fastest riders, period. So, you know, I always hear my friends say it, you know, we always used to argue and, you know, joke about who's the fastest person, but we always knew this guy was the fastest, period. That's crazy. Anyways, guys, I don't want to talk too much more about it. I'm kind of like, I don't know how to feel about it. You know, this thing that we all love and enjoy is so much fun, but also so dangerous at the same time. It hasn't really changed my opinion about bikes and what I feel about bikes, but, you know, please pay attention to your surroundings, wear gear, because you never know. You know, somebody might just jump out because they didn't see you, or in most cases, not even that they didn't see you, they were like looking at their phone and autopiloting their life. And I feel bad for pretty much anybody in this situation. The person that jumped out isn't even going to be held responsible. It's bad enough that her conscience is going to be killing her, that she killed a young man, you know, because she wasn't paying attention. The news came out and said something like, you know, drivers pay attention, there's other people on the road than just cars, making it sound like it definitely was not this dude's fault. They wouldn't have stated it that way if it wasn't definitely like somebody else's fault. Just out of respect, I'm not going to say his name in here. You know, his family's grieving. I don't want anybody else to bother him, you know. We're gonna go to a funeral and everything else that's going on, and a benefit, and we're gonna record it. We're gonna have a big ride for him, and I'll definitely record all of it. Y'all notice how shaky the camera's getting right here? This is just a great indication of two things. How windy it was yesterday. If y'all can see how shaky it is right here, it's literally because the wind is like 30 miles per hour. It was crazy. Here's me rev bombing for him. Yeah, y'all can see how windy it is. It's crazy. The wind is like blowing my mount everywhere. Anyways guys, I made it to the end of the video. Thank you for watching. And I'll definitely see you in the next one.